Everybody wants to be an astronaut. Take the long, tall train to the sun.
Howdy everyone, welcome back to more for the Golden Path International, being sponsored by Unfussable Narrative. I am your host and commentator, BlackShadow, and we are continuing our coverage of the Wildcards, the bonus chance round where all of the fastest losers of the group stages have one final opportunity to make their way into the knockouts. For 16 of them, they will succeed and book their spots. Out for the rest, however, they will be eliminated from the competition. Today we're going to look at Wildcard G. This will be featuring Majima, Green Flame, and Felkdav, and I suspect this is going to be a pretty cutthroat, pretty fierce game. All three have played really well in the groups, and will feel a little bit unfortunate they didn't make it through. Felk as well especially. Very, very seasoned pro, and will be a tough nut to crack here. But, of course, these are free-player games, and it takes a lot of people out of their elements for used to playing the four-player match, so it's a straight shootout, the playing field is leveled, and anything can happen. Speaking of Felkdav, we'll have a look at him first here. He reached third place in Group K, very tight at the top of the table. Felk getting narrowly edged out by Nukma at the very end of the competition. Cheeseball as well with a last gasp win in their final game, securing them the top spot. So Felkdav pushed out of the automatic qualification the very death, but played pretty well. 2 wins from 4, very, very respectable and a great average points rating. He will be joined by Green Flame, who was also very narrowly edged out of the top spot. You can see a really close in Group R, only losing out in second place due to average points rating. And to be fair, 28% was pretty good. Heretic getting up above that was a very, very impressive showing. And Erin only just ahead on a point as well. So super close. Green maybe feels a little bit unfortunate they didn't make it through. Really, really tight. But ultimately, someone has to go for the wild card. So this will be his shot at redemption. Third up on the list is going to be Majima. So, Majima had a very different experience to the two others. Group H was very heavily dominated by Ipamster and Loomis Draw, all securing wins, or in Loomis' case, 3 wins and a second, which was only in the game, I believe, against Ipamster. So, both of them really heavily dominated the groups, which meant that it was kind of wide open for the rest of the field, and Majima just about holding on. 10 points and 4 doesn't look particularly impressive, but ultimately, you've got to play the table around you, and he did what he had to do, holding off the competition. And some fairly solid players as well. So maybe you'll feel that he's got the most to prove out of the free players here today. But again, free player is a great leveler, and ultimately it's going to be down to his creative chances and what opportunities he can develop for himself here. As far as favourite for this game, it's really hard to call. It's hard not to put my money on Felkdav. Very seasoned, very experienced. Again, mainly in the 4-player format, but you can definitely transfer some of those skills across. But I think this is going to come down to really who's going to be that most cutthroat. And it's going to, I think, going to come down to that one really incisive move, which is going to tell the story of this match. Alright, and so we're getting ourselves ready for the match here. So, Green Flame has acquired the first-person marker, which is definitely important and a valuable resource in the free-player game, I should say. 7th round, when it's conflict-free start, he will be first one to act, which is definitely important. Let's have a look at the row here, and, well, if you like violence, then there's going to be a lot of violence in this game, as there tends to be in free-player games. But but Bounty Hunter, Imperial Bashar, and Gurney Halleck, and Fremdenkamp all in the same round. There is going to be a lot of that, and Training Drones on top of that as well, so there is going to be conflict galore here. Harbor Chest is very solid. No unload effects on any of the cards currently, but very useful for if you can't trash to kind of like smooth out your deck. And Memo Quarters is always very solid. People, we want to get hold of that as well. So this is a fantastic Beast row. And the Beast is here, so I think he will be a hot pick. Baron's here. Tezzy is here as well. I think that a lot of people could thrive here. Lido could be pretty good. Ekaz could go with this for a sword deck. Even Paul Atreides could come here for a sword deck with Bashar and just have a million swords and be really hard to play. So this is going to be violent. So here we go then. But yeah, I think it's gonna be really heavy combat this. Again, free play tends to... Players can't really hide so much in a free player game. You are kind of forced to fight more. As we see. So, Baron in third. Immediate pick from Beast in second. No hesitation there. And then Green Flame is going to be up. Yeah, Felt realizing this is just a monstrous board for the Beast here. Memo Quarters, Swords, Gurney, Bounty Hunter. Really, really frightening stuff here. Tough choice here for Green. I don't hate getting Tesia. You could go Romba. I mean, you could do a lot of stuff here. But this, you know for a fact that this is going to be about combat. It's about securing victory points here on the board. If you can try and find a way to do that with getting hold of Spice of Foe as well, we'll see. And Greenfleet goes for a lasery Kaz. Wow, okay. Unorthodox, but at least it's been played in a wildcard game and did win it. So we shall see. But Elated, if it's going to be a niche here, Baron and Beast are going to be at each other's throats for a lot of this game here. So maybe Green can kind of like stay out of it a little bit, get a couple of Spice flows, hit some alliances, and kind of only get into a specific fight when they feel necessary. So it's only about timing for Green Flame. That's going to be absolutely crucial here. So the Baron is getting ready to pick up the usual 2 markers of the Fragment and Spacing Guild. We're going to get ourselves underway here. So, of course, remember that once a bit ahead ability is important. So, for a laser Kaz, at the start of every round, she can set aside a card, which will be her second action card. And then on her second round, she can use it and get hold of whatever, basically. Either if it has one agent, like she gets a Spice, or it gets a Solari, which is not too bad. But she's not drawn ideal here, though. Diplomacy has been found, and 2 Dunes and 2 Daggers, so little awkward this. Opening combat is Skirmish, so victory point combat's there. Beast has got Seek Allies and Signet Ring here, so a ton of 5. This is really awkward for a laser, actually. You kind of want to go Fold Space, and then obviously do so, but this is a really bad hand for laser to do it. Does a laser maybe just go Hardy Warriors immediately here? And then look to Smuggle or something? Very awkward open choice. Very few choices here. You could just go, like, Smuggle and then pick up Diplomacy. Maybe go Steel Suits after that. And put in a couple of swords to pick up the extra water and kind of water deprive. I don't hate that. Baron is going to have his Signet Ring and Seek Out. So he wants to find his way to smuggling. But yeah, very important decision early here for a laser. I think smuggling and then, like, Steel Suits, I think doesn't sound too bad. I don't think you can realistically win this. And that is what we see here. I think this is a good sharp move from Greenfleet. It's a good start. So Beast is going to go Fold Space, which means the Baron is going to get Hardy Warriors. His Signet Ring is not going to be usable, however. So fairly standard. But yeah, I think a laser should definitely look to go Steel Suits, get second place, kind of try and force Beast out of it. And if he wants to commit troops, he's got to commit a fair few. And kind of charge him. Like, if he wants to take your water away, then he has to pay fairly heavily for it. And I don't think he's going to do it. You could still put a couple troops in. Surely Beast is going to want to keep his troops the next round, so... But I think Steel Suits is the way here. Steel Suits, at least a troop. Probably both troops. I think it's fine. You could go Wealth, maybe, looking at Smuggling, but you're never going to get Smuggling again next round. Surely. Someone's getting in the way, specifically the Baron. Beast is going to go Fold Space, and then Baron is going to go Smuggling here. Yeah, I think this is the right play. Try and use this as your edge over your plays. Get water, pick up Spice, all this good stuff here. Beast will go with... Wow, Beast finds his way of Infiltrate. Huge. So Beast is going to just go in here. And if Beast decides to go all in here, he goes all in, then so be it. Like, you already spent 1 troop. So I think this is the right play from a laser, and I like it a lot. Do you know there is no third place rewards in this unless specifically one player wins and the second and third tie second, they get the third spot. Other than that, there is no free player awards. It is on this little handy dandy card here. You can see how that works. So in this case, a laser will be getting absolutely nothing in this one, which is a little unfortunate. But, you know, I'd have done the same move. If Beast is going to throw in here, Beast is going to throw in. He reckons his sword is good. He's putting Baron immediately under pressure here, so... Is he what Baron wants to do? Does Baron want to put in extra troops for the victory point? He probably has to, right? Arakeen. He doesn't really want to do Arakeen because he might find his diplomacy, but that's a risk I think you got to take here. Could also mine, like Imperial Basin. But I think we're going to see Arakeen here. Well, he finds a Dune Desert Planet, which means he can smuggle next round. That will be available to him. He still has a Dune in his hand. He's got to put in at least 1 troop here. You could put in 2. Well, I think 1's fine. With your dagger in hand. So laser will just reveal for 1. Not interested in Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter could be really useful here. Yeah, I would definitely grab that. It's a really good card. Really good early. So Beast will get a sword. He's going to reveal for free. Imperial Spy turned up, but going for Bene Gesserit Initiate. So just deck cycling. He's going to try and find a lot of ring access. Spice Weapons is found. Baron's going to reveal for 4. So Fremen Camp's an option. Bashar's an option. Everything but Gurney Halleck here. Goes for Fremen Camp. I don't hate it. Sardaukar Legion is found next. Very useful in a free-player game. Nothing to be played here, so Baron will take the opening point on the board, and Beast will get the water. I think this is fine. Remember, of course, well, in a 4-player game, there is no bonus point here. Everyone starts at 0 and must acquire all 10. Okay, second up is going to be Desert Power. So, Victory Point and Water here is going to encourage some Hardy Warriors action. Baron can't get there. A laser can. This could be a really good chance for a laser to hit Hardy Warriors here. Get the water back. Get a victory point. That's going to be huge for her. It's going to keep Seekers on the side here. So hoping the Beast doesn't do it, which is a little risky. Beast is up. Beast could decide to, like, go maybe, like, Hagar, Conspire, maybe. But surely he's got to go Fold Space. He has to get in the way of Baron here. I don't think there's any option. Beast doesn't really want to get bogged down with going shipping a lot. But he can't let the Baron have that. He's also considering going Memo Quarters. He's going to go Memo Quarters for it. Wow, he's going to leave the Baron to grab it if he wants. Interesting. Wonder what that's about. Curious. Troop Transport's the next tech, by the way. This has got very added... this has definitely got extra bite in the free-player game, potentially. Very nice. Very nice. So Baron's up first. So Beast is letting Baron hit Fold Space here. You kind of got to do it, right? Interesting that Beast went for the Memo Quarters. What's he after here? He'd have to reveal for Gurney. Curious. So Laser going to go up. Signet Ring will be played. Remember, of course, Laser can pay a Solari for her, for the Fold Space card she wants. It's a bit variable if you want to do that early game, but having those options is huge. It's definitely better in, say, Immortality, if you compare it with, like, Beguiling Pheromones, which lets you trash cards that go to faction spaces for a bonus buff. That is huge. But curious to see what she wants to do here. Has no swords. They're all out. I don't hate just going mining. You should also just consider smuggling. And just getting the cash. Like, you're not going to be doing any shipping. And smuggling is going to get dominated by Baron when he can here. So, I mean, Spice is fine. I wouldn't have mind seeing smuggling set yourself up with Swordmaster next round and just get it done. But he will pay for the Fold Space card. Okay, so given options later on. I wouldn't put any troops in. If Beast decides to go Hardy Warriors, so be it. But I think you've got to prepare to, you know... I don't think Beast is going Hardy Warriors here. Beast has got to go Interstellar, which means Baron's going to just put in a limp in here, which means our late's going to be able to just hit Hardy Warriors and just get the point, get a victory point, and it's going to be really big. A laser picking up 1 victory point from a combat amongst these two is huge. Absolutely enormous. Really, really significant here. Means she'll be able to sit back, let them just beat the piss out of each other, and go from there. Baron goes for the card draw, does not go for the intrigue. Finds his Fremen Camp, which is about the best card he could have found. That is huge. 2 Persuasion and the sword. Monster find here. So Laser's got a Hardy Warriors here. I think not going Hardy Warriors is a mistake. I would honestly say this. You gotta take this victory point. You get the water refund. You get the point of the Fremen. Yeah, it has to be. Anything else would be a mistake. Gets a Solari for it. Gonna throw them all in. Doesn't need to throw them all in, but obviously he's concerned about the Baron having 2 swords, which he definitely does. Sardaukar Legion taken by the Beast here, and Gunthopter turns up. Whoa, that's a huge card. In this aggressive game, that's enormous here. 5 for the Baron. Does he go Bashar? Thopter's tempting. And he does take Thopter. That wasn't what he was going for here. Stilgar turns up here. That's also pretty good for a laser. I think a laser might take Stilgar. Has 5 to buy. Stilgar's reveal, by the way, is fantastic. 2 persuasion and 3 swords. You can also just use it for the water as well. Stilgar's a great card. But a laser should not get involved in combat here. Take Stilgar, let them beat each other up, and just try and profit when they focus each other, and you take advantage. I think Bashar is wrong for you, and I think that's the right call. Treachery turns well. Big cards on the row. So nothing to play here. A laser gets a huge point. And Baron will get second place. We're on water and a spice. And we're going to move on here. Playing free-play games tend to go pretty quick. But you do tend to find more rounds. Logan Dagger is up for the 3rd round here. Those intrigues, everyone can benefit from those. Those bumps, everyone wants it. And second place here is not bad. You know, intrigue and spice at the moment, pretty good. It will be Beast up first. So Beast, you figure he's got to go in solo, right? Does he go grab a tech, though? Does he just go up and down and take troop transports? He's ahead of Baron. And Laser is not going shipping yet. So you are going to get more shipping than Baron here. So I think up and down and troop transports is going to be good. You want to keep up the aggression. You want to keep up the pressure here. So I think that's what we'll see. Laser having a think here is what she wants to do. Laser is not going to be able to cash in smuggling here for the Swordmaster, which I think was the plan. So, a little unlucky here, maybe. So, Dune Desert Planet thinks they're going to go with here. Baron will be up first. Sorry, yeah, it is Baron up first, not Beast, what we're talking about. So, Baron's up first. So, Baron is going to definitely just Interstellar shipping. Curious to see what happens, but yeah, Alay's a bit unfortunate here. Again, she had the chance to go for the smuggling last time, and now it's a bit awkward. But hey-ho. She went for the spice. So, 2 up. Wonder if Beast will actually just smuggle anyways. He would not be able to get hold of Swordmaster shipping. Oh, he can infiltrate, actually, instead of shipping, which he might do, so. So, Baron will cash. Which means that Beast can now cash Solari and get his Swordmaster, which is huge. So, Baron just cashes in the smuggling here for the Solari. Which is interesting. So is Baron looking to just suffice off of Mentat for a little while? I don't think he's going High Council, so interesting just to take the cash on the spot. Little curious. I don't think he's going Dreadnoughting either, so I think Baron's looking to go Mentat for a little bit here. Which is, you know, I don't hate it. So Laser will smuggle. She's going to do the same here. She's going to cash in. But of course, she cannot get Swordmaster yet. She has no access there. So, Beast, I think, is just going to infiltrate shipping. And I think he should go up and down and get hold of troop transports. I think that's going to be really difficult for players to do a lot about. Finds his signet ring, by the way. Beast obviously wants to hit an alliance ASAP to get that as powerful as possible. Does go for transports. Makes sense. He will bump shipping, instead of shipping, I would imagine, surely. So everyone cashed in Solari here on the spot. I don't know if Baron is expecting everyone to cash in here. 2 in for the Beast is plenty fine. Doesn't need to put in all 3. Transports lets you get a 3rd troop and lets you deploy any 3 of those into the conflict, but no others. I assume Baron was setting himself up for Mentat play. And I think he should, because he's not going to get Swordmaster now, and he's going to have to wait a little bit for Swordmaster, because a Laser and Beast are going to be in front of you. So I actually think Signet Ring to Mentat is not terrible. But he might just grab Spice here. I don't know. I'm unsure what Baron's gonna do here. I'm very unsure what he's going to do. And that's why he does grab some Spice. He has no troops to put in, however. So he will pay for the intrigue. He's going to try and find something useful. Maybe double cross? That'd be huge. Finds Poison Snooper. You don't hate it, but it doesn't feel a very good time for him to have it right now. So a little awkward. A laser is up. Laser have a lot of options here. What does she want to do? Is she going selective? Try and get treachery? Maybe even Gurney Halleck? No, going Hardy again. Wow, just put in the 1. So kind of playing a little docile here, hoping the Beast doesn't realise. But Beast is going to get Swordmaster and see that he's got to put in a load more troops. The only problem with a Laser's plan here, it will charge Beast a bit, but Beast will take this down. So Beast is going to get Spacing Alliance. Baron's going to reveal for 2. Not a lot to do with here. Might get Space Smugglers to put pressure on Beast here, maybe. We'll see. Being joined by fellow qualifier Uber, who did qualify in their wildcard game. So 4 swords and 4 persuasion for a laser. Again, I really don't think you should go down Imperial Bashar route here. I think that's... Oh, this is very risky. You're getting drawn into combat here. No better off leaving them out, but maybe you can find a good spot to pair it with some cards. Maybe find a research station, get a ton of swords. We'll see. Beast is going to go ahead and Great Flat, and he will have enough to win it, of course. So 3 persuasion for Beast to buy. Weirding Way looks pretty tempting. Spy is a good card for Beast. Mahim now on the row. Some really big 6-costers here. But big cards. Does go for Weirding. So he's looking to get hold of some flexibility and a bit of an orthodox play out of that. Sword's obviously also good. Nothing to do here. So Beast gets Double Cross, which is huge. And Recruit Mission, which is also huge. 2 big cards here. Laser finds Tactician. Not the best of finds. Beast does indeed take the Spacing Alliance, as you would expect, so we move on here. Laser's up first. She does have access to Swordmaster. I don't think you bother with it, because surely Beast is going... Beast is surely going inside of shipping, so yeah, she's putting it down. She doesn't need to do this. Worst comes to worst, she can grab Mentat. I think this is a good play from a Laser. But no faction access, which sucks. Does a Laser maybe go for some techs here? Laser's got to work out where she's getting her victory points here. She needs faction access desperately. So I think Hollow Projectors could be good. I think Hollow Projectors could be really good for a Laser here. Arcane. Wow. They find Fold Space, which is huge. Most Curious. They pay for another one, so they got loads of Fold Spaces in their deck now. They probably don't need any more, I wouldn't have thought. Arakene's a curious option. I would have probably just gone Horror Projectors and bank it and call it a day, but never mind. Felt having a look. So Beast is up. So Beast has to go instead of shipping here. There's no option. And then maybe actually play Sarukar to... like, well for something? I don't know. Curious to see what he'll do here. Is he going to Fold Space to Intercession? Wow. Most Curious. Finds his Diplomacy, which is his other card, so I guess he must have known that was it. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. If so, then so be it. Baron's up. Baron has his Thopter, but needs troops. He's got Fremen Camp. He's got Fold Space. All the mining spots are kind of iffy, though. I would not have hated Baron actually, like, just mining at Imperial Basin and getting hold of... I think he's going to go for training drones here. He might go invasion ships. Yeah, he's going to go invasion ships to fund Gunthopter here. That's entirely the plan. So he gets 4 garrison here. And obviously pairing that with his Gunthopter makes sense. Invasion ships also means he can get access to, instead of shipping, Baron... Beast can't block him anymore. Draws his Diplomacy. Baron's got kind of almost too many cards that he wants to use. I think that's pretty significant. Machination next comment, by the way. This is huge. Beast desperately wants to win this for Memo Quarters. Baron desperately wants to win this to catch up with the spacing. Laser gets Swordmaster with the dagger. Gets a bonus spice, courtesy of One Step Ahead. Beast now up. Is Beast going to Highliner? Wow. Beast is going to Highliner, I think. Wow. That's pretty savage. I don't think he's going Conspiring. I think he's going Highliner here. That is hyper aggressive. Baron's got to make a decision what he wants to do here. Unfortunately, Beast is first, but he's going to act after him, and there's nothing he can do about it. He has no Menta access, which he would have loved. I think he has to poison Snoop and go Menta here. I really do. But maybe he thinks he can't find it. So it's going to be Gunfop to played, which means that troops will be shot at. So green and yellow both lose a garrison troop. Finds dispatch an envoy. You got to put in all three here. You got to put in all three and dare Beast. Beast has double cross though, which is huge. But it means Beast now can't use Sardaukar. He'd have to go. I think Beast is going. I 100% think he's going Highliner here, and he's going to use Sardaukar to get troops in, and double cross and hope he's good. I mean, that's what we're going to see here. Laser up. Laser's got a full space. Might as well use it. Does she know what her last card is the question. I mean, she's got to use it because she's going to get either Mahaim or Treachery or Gurney, and all three of those are huge. She's got a fold space. Question, where do you fold space? You could just go Still Suits and just lock up that alliance and just keep the Baron away from it. I don't hate that. I don't really seem to do anything else. Well, you've got your Swordmaster already. Trying to piece what it is, but they're going to go selective. Wow. It's their dagger is what their card is here. I don't know if I like this. You want to be seeing like these cards here sooner again. So they get rid of their reconnaissance and they will draw 3. They find Dune and another fold space. Well, I guess they knew it was their dagger. They knew they had to draw more to get hold of what they're after. So Beast will grab his Mentat with Sardaukar. So he's going to be able to see what Baron's got here. But I think Beast is going to Highliner here. I'm pretty sure. So Baron reveal. Gets a sword. Has 6 persuasion. So what does he go for here? Gurney or does he go Treachery? Gurney in Beast hands feels very scary. Treachery in Beast hands is also pretty scary. But Gurney Alec will be taken here. Beast has got a bit of a sizable garrison. He's got a sizable deck now. He's got to be a little bit careful. Laser does reveal for 6. So it's got to be Treachery. You could go for Mahaim for the reveal, which is also significant, and does. I think I would have gone Treachery for the alliance points. Keep those away from other players. So Beast is up. Beast has 5 persuasion currently. He almost wants to reveal and just use recruit mission and get hold of Treachery. He really does. But there's no way for him to get it. I'm sure he's going Highliner here. I would put money on it. He might go Still Suits. Maybe. But I think this combat's too important to him. Yeah, and that's why we see Highliner. I don't think there was any other option here. He's going to put in pretty heavy here. Nothing the Baron can do about it. So Beast had to do that. I'm pretty sure he was kind of forced. He feels forced into that. Memory Core is very big for him. He's going to put in even more here. Wow. Making absolutely certain of it. Don't think you need to do that much, but sure. A little bit much. So Beast is going to reveal for 4. It's not a great board for 4 now. Spies there is not bad. Chris Knife could be of use, but you have no Bene Gesserit. Gives you throwing access, though, I guess. I think Spy's the card to pick, and he does. Nice use and dump. Pretty useful. And that's going to be all she wrote here. So Beast will pick up a couple of bumps. Baron's going to get a Water and 2 Solari for his 3 troops, which isn't a great result. Beast on his way to try and fulfill Memo Quarters. Memo Quarters on a free play is also really funky. Like, in theory, it's easier to get hold of because there's less competition for spaces, but you still got to have the deck to work with it, though. Or win the comments to get you there. Like, Beast's got a lot of work to do to get hold of that point. We're going to move on. So, round 5 is the Guild Bank Raid. It is money. And being honest, I don't think anyone really wants it. Red is yet to get their Swordmaster, but they can get it when they want. It's largely for High Council. Aliza wouldn't mind this. This could be one for Aliza to target. She has Bashar and still going bounty and a dagger in her hand here. So I think this is one that Aliza's going to be forced to feel she's got to get involved in here. And she should, and she could probably win it, and that pays for High Council. So it's going to be significant here. Beast is up first. Beast will go shipping. He has his weirding way. I think he's going to go up and down and get hold of training drones. Yep, he does. So just adding garrison. Sonic Super's the next one. Could be of interest to the Baron. Beast again has troop transports as well, so we'll be able to put in troops if he wants. I don't think he will yet. Just taking the Fremen point. He's going to be a little bit cautious of this, though. Takes the cash. Is he eyeing a buy council? I guess he is. Laser won't be able to get in the front. He's just put in the one. Baron up. Baron does not need to... He might just go infiltrate instead of shipping here. He's going to draw his next card and see what happens. He has Dispatch Envoy, which is really good for giving us some options here. Finds his dagger, which gives him his Swordmaster option, so that's huge. He kind of can't get rid of that. He's going to get rid of it! No way is he going to get rid of it! I mean, you kind of have to tell him what that was. Here's the dagger. Yeah, trashing is public information. So you have to tell players what you're trashing. They are entitled to that information. I'm really surprised that Baron did that, given the fact that he needs his Swordmaster. Very surprised by that decision. Really surprised by that decision. How do you not keep that and get hold of your Swordmaster? Interstellar shipping, infiltrate, Swordmaster, and then send, like, you know, spy smugglers somewhere, or send, like, Fremencamp to a faction. Really surprised that Baron gets rid of his dagger there. I cannot say I like that move. I don't know why you're inhibiting and slowing down your economy there for no good reason. Yeah, the dagger's nice, but I don't think it was worth it. Anyway, so well for a laser. So a laser's threatening High Council. Beast is going to get there first. So a laser's going to have to grab Mentat now, I imagine. She might have to grab a tech. Spike flagships as well, by the way, is there. That's very, very key. Free-player game, someone's going to want that. They're going to go Great Flat and then decide flagship for the point, or they go Highline and try and contest for 2 later on, sort of thing. Ace also needs to start thinking plans. If she wants to get involved in the round 7 combat, she needs to start preparing to build up to 6 spice so she can hit Highliner. She has all these fold space cards, so getting access there is going to be easier for her. But she needs to start deciding, does she want to get involved in turn 7 and get ready in Highline and take it down? Means you've got to start thinking about it ahead of time here. Got to give yourself chances in the free-player game. So, Baron even is going to Fremencamp his way to Hager Basin. He's going to put in a couple of troops, poke his nose. Not a big fan of how Marjam has played this round. Hexplorer is his Steam title. But I'm not, yeah. I don't know why he trashed the dagger and didn't take Swordmaster. I can't say I like that. So a laser is going to go Mentat and does. Happy backup. Plenty of actions. So by far does Beast want to commit into combat? He's going Carthag. A laser will find a way there. Beast finds ambush. That's pretty big for later on. So, how much does Beast want to get involved for the cash? I don't think this is really anything particularly relevant. I don't really know why Beast is deciding to get involved here. Particularly, I mean, he's depriving the cash, but I don't really think the money's that big a deal to him. He's got his Swordmaster, and he's got his High Council. So, unless he has intentions of flagships, I wonder if that's the plan. Baron's going to reveal for a couple and a sword. Row here, by the way, has gone very cheap and very quiet here. Treachery is a big card, but Missionary is going to be hard to use. Kind of a quiet row now. Bar Treachery, it's the big card remaining. Beast is going to be able to pick it up by the recruitment mission, which is huge. He's going to have Treachery top of his deck for next round. That's scary. Alaza's got problems with the Fremen here. She's going to go Savfk first, which I like. Finds Blackmail. Wow, that's even more firepower. I think Alaza really has to consider a round 7 highline now. I think she has a lot more firepower than I think she was expecting. I don't think Alaza needs to put any troops in here. There's no need. See what the beast does. See what he reveals for, and then make the decision. You can go Arakeen, you can go Siege, you can go Hardy Warriors, you can go Steel Suits. You got tons of options here as Alaza. Alaza does not really need to put troops in. But she just puts in the 1. It's 11 strength for the beast. He will recruit mission to grab hold of Treachery, which is huge. So he gets his card on the top. Negotiator Draw turns up on the row here. Alaza will not be able to grab that if she's got another action. I think Alaza has got to see Treachery and has got to realize the Fremen Alliance is now in absolute mortal danger. Wow, but doesn't do it. Just trashing the dagger. Alaza is asking for trouble here. Has she just missed it? Arakeen gets her to negotiated, which I guess is nice. The problem is, yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. Negotiated's found power play turns up the row as well. Pretty scary. I don't know what Alaza's plan is with the Fremen then. I really don't know. So, nothing to be played here. Nothing will be played. I don't see Alaza getting involved with blackmail. So, 6 cash for the beast. 4 for Alaza. We're going to move on here. Everyone kind of poking their noses. Alright, final tier 2 conflict is terrible points. More battle point victory points. Bit of a quiet run of those, but we've got them back. The win and the card trash. Second place is kind of not as relevant now. Mahaim is in her hand. Alaza's going to put down her dagger. So again, looking to go Swordmaster again. If Beast doesn't. Beast, from his Baron, the problem is she's never getting it's the issue. Like, the Baron is just going to go surely Interstellar. And then he'll go Swordmaster. Question is, what does he do? How does he do this? Is he Signet Ring? I think Signet Ring... Does he take a tech? Does he get Sonic Snoopers? Does he grab Holo Projectors? I actually don't hate Holo Projectors for Baron here. I think I would go up and down and take Holo Projectors. Could go Snoopers as well. You could also pay your ring and see what intrigue you get before you make a decision. Down and up, so just going to take some faction bumps here. Just going to cash in, just try and get some VP. I think he's going spies here, I'd imagine. He does. So Laser up. Laser's got Mahaim, but she can't pair it with anything. She's got it for the reveal. Awkward here for a Laser. I think a Laser's probably going to be forced to, like... is a Laser going to go, maybe, Selective Breeding with Fold Space again? She's got another discard there, so she can trash and draw a ton of cards. Try and find Sponsors Flow this round? I don't hate it. Baron finds he must awaken off the Signet Ring, by the way. Wow. No, she realizes now that this is in danger, so she gets involved here. Troops are going in, so she's going to make the punt now, so she's not going to get involved in the next conflict here. Blackmail and Tactician may all be used here to protect this. I don't think the Beast can do anything to take the alliances. I'm curious to see what he's going to do with Treachery. Mentat taken. Draws a couple of cards here. So Laser's going to have to rely on these intrigues to get her through. Here comes Swordmaster. A laser's dagger now. What's she doing with it? Do you just grab holo projectors or sonic snoopers? No, she gets a high council now. It's 8 persuasion. It's not enough for the Spiceless Flow, though. I think she's eyeing up going Mahaim here to selective breeding. Yeah, and Beast now prepping up for Highliner next round. And he's going to get in front here, so Alaza's got a decision to make. Knows Beast has treachery. But knows they've got a ton of swords. I think Alaza Ikaz is going to talk herself into selective breeding. But it's expensive selective breeding. And he's got a decision point now. It's been a pretty low-scoring game for 6 rounds, it should be said. Not many points have been scored here. So we could be here a while. There's some distance left in this. Players only at 3 points each. Very low scoring. Baron up. He doesn't really like that, but he knows it's kind of what it is. Gets the point. A laser's going to go Arakeen for the card draw. Really? Wow. Tried to find a 2 persuasion card and didn't, so took a coin flip on the deck and missed. Here comes the treachery, so it's going to go to selective, so she's going to take his 2 bumps at the Bene Gesserit instead. Beast was looking for the Spiceless Flow point and gets it, just. So Beast looking to accelerate here. Interesting to see what happens. A laser is going to have 8 swords here. And he's going to be able to cause some carnage with the Beast. But maybe Laser's going to just retreat with Tactician. I don't know. She has the 2 spice from... I think a Laser Kaz is going to retreat troops here. And she's going to highline next round. Power play is found. Goes Truthsayer. I think that's what she's going to do. I think she's going to retreat here. And she's just going to go ahead and just pick up a load of troops and highline next round. She needs to make the progress with the spacing anyway. She's not got any bumps. She might look at it and think this is a little bit too much here. Tactician could be really useful. Which means it'll be an expensive one for the Beast, but he'll take it. Spiceless Flow's found. So he's going to be at 6 here. Beast edges in front, going into the tier 3s. I think a laser's got to retreat. And... no, she goes all in! Whoa! A laser just dives in! Oh, and you're going to see the ambush. Oh, a laser Kaz. That was the wrong decision. Oh, no. Oh, I didn't like that. Retreat and just highline and say, come at me next round. Oh, you were going to have, like, sword drawing cards. You'd had Bashar and Stilgar and all that lovely good stuff. Look at this hand for this round. Oh, laser gets it. I think that was just the wrong call. Just completely went for it and almost lost their mind. And I think that could be mortal to a laser's game. I have no earthly idea how she's going to recover from that. Oh, dear. I don't want to say blunder. Yeah, and now she highlines? But does she think she's got enough firepower to win this? Without the extra tropes and garrison? She's got no intrigues. She's first to act. I think Green Flame's going to come undone here. So, Beast in front here. Beast will weirding to Interstellar, and he's just going to completely and take the extra spice here. He doesn't have Infiltrate, but he's prepping up for later. So he's ready up for Highliner next round here. Imperial Spy is going to come, I would imagine, for Wealth to get a bump. and whatnot, I would imagine. He's going to put in troops. He has to kind of do it now. One's kind of a bit token. I either would put them in or just don't. I don't think one's really doing anything. I think it's a bit of a waste. It's going to be at least 2 or 3, or just don't bother. And he does put them in. If Green Flame can recover from this situation, then fair play. But I think that decision was a horrible blunder. So Baron is up. Baron wants to keep his spice for Sigma's Awaken, which is kind of inhibiting him a little bit. Just infiltrating instead of shipping looks fine. He's got to start getting bumps here and getting these faction accesses. He wants to hit Emperor. He wants to hit Bene Gesserit. His faction access kind of sucks, though. He has Dispatch. Baron would love to get Dispatch and Envoy to, like, the, say, Hardy Warriors. With Gurney Halleck. That would be enormous, but he doesn't have any water. It's going to be hard for him to come across it. Alaza has all the water here. So I think just infiltrating seems reasonable. Point goes, all this infiltrating is meaning he can't really buy Spice Must Flows, so he's got to win this on the board, which is going to be difficult. So, up and down. I imagine he would just take... I think the Emperor's fine. I would just take the Emperor bump. Yeah, looks good to me. He's got all these garrison troops he needs to start getting used out, though. Gurney will help with this. Takes the Spice, so he's prepping up for his Highliners later on. So, Spice mounting. I think Alaza is going... Yeah, she's going Research Station. Draw a load of cards. Try and get more use out of Bashar. Find some flow. She finds a ton of Persuasion. 5, 7, 9... I think she's got 11 Persuasion. 12 Persuasion. Huge. So, that's off to Wealth. Gets the Intrigue. Beast can't really win this, but Baron might have something to say. Oh, Machine Culture. That's a point. Very fortunate for Felk to find that. That's just a straight endgame point. That is huge for him. What a monster find. That is dirty. But Beast will not be getting involved in this kind. So the question is, does Baron decide to go... It is Grand Vision. And this is definitely notable here. Like, there's... I mean, it's worth at least a point to a laser. But a laser might go to, like, Secrets. Or might go, like, Selective. And might actually be able to get in front of Beast here and take the Alliance. And Beast, although he's got member cores, he would very much like the Alliance. He'd prefer that. So it's a little tricky here for Beast here. Beast kind of hoping that Baron gets involved. Alaza has no intrigues, but can't see any of Alaza's deck, so he's having to guess. She could have anything here. But you should know that there's going to be swords in hand. Bashar is surely there. The question is, what's it with? Also, does Alaza intend to negotiate? Can you find a way to get her to, like, to dupe her into negotiating? The only way to do it is you've got to throw in troops now with Gurney. Oh, and here we go. This is him getting the water, so this is him prepping up for potential Highliner, maybe. So he can put in 5 troops. 2 from Garrison, plus the free recruit. I think he has to throw him in now, and maybe he can dupe a laser into retreating here. He's got to go in now, though. Will a laser retreat? I have no idea. But maybe you can find a way to convince her to do so. You have no intrigue. Although you've got intrigues, they aren't fighting, so you're kind of bluffing here a little bit. A laser's swords are in hand, face up eventually. Was Baron not going to bother? And is he going to wait for next round? I think he's going to put in something. He's got too many troops. Got to put in something here. You got to make sure you're at least ahead of the Beast. I think he is intending to go Hardy Warriors here. But the thing is, he wants to go Hardy Warriors, and he would like to win the combat and take the Throne Alliance, which means he has to go in. If that's his intention. I think that's what Baron's... The fact Baron went Siege makes me think that's what's going on. Decides against it. So Alaza, I think, has got to go Secrets. And then you siphon out, like, one of your convincings for whatever. And you're going to still be good for this. It finds the other dispatch and envoy. Wow, they're both out. But yeah, cycle out convincing and just draw a card. You're good for the Spice Must Flow. Finds another dagger, so that's a bucket ton of swords. 4, 6... I think that's 8 swords for a laser. She might try retreating here and double dipping. And I think she's going to get this off. Unless Baron goes in now. I mean, he has to justify going siege to the Carthag, right? And not putting troops in. Like, what was the plan? He knows he can get to Highliner next round, but it depends if Beast redraws access to the Highliner. Now he's only got 1 card out of 12 which gets him there. Although Weirding gives him some other ways to try and find it. Maybe like find Arakeen and draw an extra card. Well, basically, it's a coin flip if Beast can get to Highliner. Now, if you're going to Highliner, you need to put troops in. And you've got to keep Highliner online here, so Baron has to put troops in, whatever he does. The question is, how does he do it? Does he go Highliner? Or does he go Hardy Warriors to try and take the... But then the problem is, if you want to keep hold of Dispatch, if you use Dispatch now, then you aren't guaranteed to get to Highliner next round. And you got 7 cards in there, so you're not guaranteed to get there, so I think we're just going to see Carthag here. Again, a little surprised Baron didn't put troops in, whatever. 5 strategic push. It's not doing a whole lot here. It's 2 swords. Not a great find. So, Baron's got to put in. He has to put in troops. There is no way he doesn't put in troops. He's got to throw in, and then use push if he has to and get in front of the Beast here. There is no way Baron leaves the garrison as it is. That's insane. It's so stacked. You gotta put in at least 3. You should have put something on Gurney, really. I don't know why you made it so beefed. You've not got rapid. You trying to fool me, you do? Okay, so a laser's gonna get 2 for Bashar. Dagger counts for 2, and Stilgar counts for 4, so it's 8 swords. Finds the Spice Must Flow as well. So, it's 8 swords. So, does she decide to double dip here? That is the question. And she is going to go for it. She's going for it all. Taking the risk. Maybe I think last round is informing this decision. It's going to work out here. Baron deciding not to get involved with Gurney has allowed this. I really think Baron should have got involved. I'm really surprised he didn't put in some troops of Gurney to make this a more difficult decision. And try and keep it away from that. So, Green a little fortunate, but has been allowed it. So the only card he played is going to be the Beast with strategic push. He has to play this. And there's nothing the Beast can do about it. So a laser gets a double bump. She's going to take the Bene Gesserit lines, I would imagine. And the Baron is going to get an intrigue and 3 spice. A laser also finds refocus. She gets another intrigue courtesy of the Alliance. Gets Snoop, which is okay. Oh my god, look at this from the Baron. Oh my god, Baron needs like 12 spice. Oh my goodness. I guess he's not going Highline. He's going to get the troops in elsewhere, I guess. I think that's the plan. Alright, here we go then. Round 8 is Imperial Basin. So, 2 victory points, 5 spice for second place, which is basically next round's Highliner. Beast is up first. Now, Beast is in a weird spot here. Beast kind of wants the Highline. He can definitely go Weirding Way and then go Highliner. But maybe he just goes for the Bene Gesserit and gets in the way here. I don't know. It will be Weirding to shipping regardless first, whatever he does. The problem is the Weirding Way, every time you play this means that you're kind of getting, having a reveal early, which is awkward in a free-player game. It's really awkward here, so... Does he go up and down and get flagships? I think he's going up and down and getting flagships. He's taking the point. He's got Negotiator there as well. I mean, I probably would. But it means no Highliner. Which means, how's he going to win this combat? Beast's got to decide to take the safe point, or does he risk it for 2? If he goes flagships, he needs to find another couple of points somewhere. And I don't see how he's going to win this combat. You're now in a situation where you almost can't let a laser win a combat here. I mean, you think Baron's favourite, so he goes for the snoopers. He's saving the... saving it. He finds the victor. It's a bit late for that. The spice would have been good later. That's probably just followed a trash here. 3 troops in off troop transports. And is going to follow up the Highliner straight away. So just going to shut them in. Problem is, he's still going to find another point from somewhere. So all in. Just chucks them in. And says, do what you want to do. So Baron's up. What does Baron want to do? Second place looks amazing for him right now. We're going to see Mentat here. And we do. I think it's a good move. Buy yourself some time. Kind of see what Elise wants to do. Get yourself in position. So Elisa now has to decide what she wants to do first. Elisa put down her power play card here. So research station first. She's going to use Poison Snooper, however. And she will get the... It's doing as a plan. She doesn't want it. Looking for better cards. It's not what she was looking for. That's awkward. She can extra card draw here, but she's only got 1, 3, 5... She's got 7 persuasion. It's a little awkward here. She needs further help. If Eliza can win the combat and get us further, the game's over. She wins. Very hard to see how she can do that, though. Beast, desperate to find a second point somewhere, but I don't know how he's going to do that. I think he's basically hoping to find either Steamless Awaken or Choem shares and just cash them with Snoopers and hope he wins the game and gets lucky. I guess we're going to see here. I think Beast is going to trash Victor. He's going to trash Double Cross with Sonic Snoopers and hopes he finds one of those 2. He just cashes them in immediately and wins the game. I think that's the intention. Maybe flukes his way to like the Bene Gesserit Alliance and finds like Bribery and Sisters or Finesse and Sisters or something. There are chances of Beast to find a point when he reveals. But it's all luck. If you find it, I guess. Baron up here. Baron's only got 4 points. Baron has to win this combat. If he doesn't win it, he's kind of out the game. Baron must know that. So the problem is, how does he deploy? What's the most effective way of getting troops in? You've got to use Dispatch. I mean, it's really awkward here. You want to go Hardy Warriors. I think you got to go Hardy Warriors. You got to go Imperial Basin with Fremenkamp here. But again, the problem is so many of your troops are in your garrison. So this is making life really awkward for him. This has got to be first. He has to just throw troops in here. He's no choice. So it's going to be 5 troops in. He has to go all in here. He has to win this combat. He knows he's got to win it. But Baron's made this awkward by not putting in more troops of Gurden. You see the knock-on impact this is now having on this round and getting his forces out. Here comes power play. So that's going to be the point here with the Emperor. Gets her to 8. Beast is going to have to just Hail Mary here. He's looking for Seamless Awaken and he's looking for Choem shares or a combination of influence benefiters. Does he get lucky? Is this purely a punt? No, it's not enough. It's no alliance. The Secret Forces is too late here. He gets a bump, but that's it. And there's no way of using machine gun. He's never using it for this. So that's not enough for Beast. He doesn't luck it. So this could go another round here. He's just picking up liaisons. I think just a denial. Just trying to stop other people buying. I don't think there's any realistic chance of actually using them. There's so many lasers, it's like, whatever. Baron up here. Baron's got to keep going in. Savfk seems a good start place. Got Dispatch and Envoy, which you also want to use. You can still highline, but it would be kind of pointless. You don't have any troops to put in because they're all in the garrison. Baron's got to go in. He just has to go in, and he's got to win this combat. There's nothing for it. If he doesn't win the combat, the game's over. He just has to go in and hope he gets it. But it's so hard for him to put troops in here. I think you got to go Savfk with double secrets. How does he not use his signet ring? Wow. Finds bypass. That is not helping. So, interesting to see what laser going to do. Is a laser going to secret steal here? I think she might be tempted. Secret steal with fold space? She's got no more points to get from faction bumps. And she can't go conspire. I think a laser's going to go secrecy with fold space. And just try and get Spice plus Flow and get to 9. I don't really see what else she can do here. So you Must Awaken is played now for the point. To protect against that. I think that's reasonable. He wasn't going Highliner this round anyways. So that is done. I think that's totally fine. He's got to keep throwing in. Baron just needs luck now. Just needs luck. If he puts in the other 2 troops, and Private Army will get him over the line here. Because Beast can do nothing. And when the bit comes up and Beast passes, that's going to be huge. The players know that Beast does not have any combat intrigues. A laser's got to go secrets, I think. Or somewhere. I think she's got to protect that alliance. She can't really threaten anything else. She can't go Hardy Warriors. Could go Steel Suits, I guess. But you got to get the Spiceless Flow right. Do you just refocus and reassess what you got? You got what? 1, 3, 5. You got 7 Persuasion. I think it's going to go Secrets anyways, yeah. So Secrets it is. Finds Ambush. Finds Negotiate. Oh, but she doesn't have the troops to put in. Oh, she cannot retreat. There's not enough dudes. So maybe a little unfortunate for a laser here. But she's going to get Spice Must Flow. She's going to be at 9. A laser is going to by hook or by crook, find herself to be favorite here. This is huge for laser, given especially how the how that combat exchange happened with the Beast. A laser to come back here is mighty impressive. But again, Baron kind of gave her a chance, and she seized on it completely. Baron should have really heavily pressured the last round, and did not do so. So Baron's just got to keep putting troops in and go intrigues and hope he wins this combat. He will win it. He's got no choice but to go in. So 2 troops. Draw the intrigue. Oh, he finds bribery. Wow, that's significant for next round. He goes first and he can use that to take the Emperor point and get more troops in. That's a huge find. So that's 20. And Private Army's going to be good here. There's nothing else he can do. He's decided whether to bribery now for the point, but there's no point. There's absolutely no point in it at all. Like, if he's even going to win it, he's not. There's no point briberying here. He's kind of tempted to say, I've got to bank the point, but it doesn't matter. It's only winner goes through. Beast wins the combat. It's irrelevant whether you bank the extra point. It's not helping. So a laser gets 4 swords, 3 spice, and the Spice Must Flow. Baron's got to resist the temptation to bribery here. He's got to see the bigger picture. But he might dupe himself into bribery here. He's thinking about it. He's really thinking about it. But there's no point. It doesn't help you. You've got to leave it for next. Maybe he's going bypass, maybe. But bypass, I mean, you're going to use Private Army anyways. I don't think bypass is really doing a lot. You can just use it later. Is there any card specifically you want to get hold of for your next spin? Oh no, it's a pretty bad row. Could get Shock Trooper maybe. I don't know. But just pass. And Private Army's gonna be good here. So Beast passes. Baron is gonna Private Army here. And he's gonna get over the line. He's gonna be relieved. And again, Beast is gonna pass. And that's gonna be huge for the table. And there's the pass there. So Baron keeps himself in the game. Wins the combat. Will take the Imperial base in. Beast has bucket tons of spice for tiebreakers, which is not irrelevant here. And we're going 9 rounds. This probably is going to be the final round of the game, you would imagine. So here we go. Baron is up first. Here we go. It's going to be all combat here. And it's economic supremacy. Wow, that's bad news for Baron. He's got no resources. Beast and Laser are loving it, though. But everyone's garrison is sparsely occupied. Beast's hand is not great. Laser's got Imperial Bashar, but needs firepower for it. Wow. What a 9th round. No one's got any shipping. I don't think anyone's going to bother going to Stella here. No one's going shipping at all this round. Beast is probably eyeing up flagship, but it's expensive. It's going to cost him 7. He's going to cost him 6 spice at tech, which will give him 5 remaining. But if he starts spending Solari to put in troops for economic, that's a problem. Also bear in mind that second place also gets a victory point, so this makes this really complicated. Everyone's going to go at this. Everyone's going to feel like they've got no choice but to go for this one here. So, a Laser is putting Bashar aside here, looking to use it because they've got not really any swords. Red preferably should draw some cards. Finds the Foptrum as the remaining one here. What's his draw? He finds faction access. He's got bribery. He has to just go in, guns blazing here. Does he go research station with bribery for the Emperor, maybe? I don't hate that. Treachery's out. Power play, I think, was used. Unless Eliza still has it. Did she buy it and not use it? No, it has been used. It's on the right side there. So there's no double bumps that you know of. You have to bribe the Emperor this round. That's automatic. If the Beast can go and get a Fremen bump, that gets Memo Cores aligned for an endgame point, but he can't get there. Wow. And you can see how this has just stalled the table here. They're both trying to process this. This is so complicated now. First and second get victory points. Third place gets nothing. You'd feel this is probably going to be the final round. But Laser might go all in here. Baron does research station to begin with. I think this is the right move. Gives him options. Bribery will be played with the Emperor. Has to play it. There is no way you don't... If you don't play this now, you are completely insane. Bribery played. So gets the point. Gets him to 8. He has got 9 persuasion exactly in hand. That's a bit awkward. So in they go. It's hard to see how Baron's going to win this. But he's got to try. Refocus played for a Laser. What can she find? Big draw. Finds Bounty Hunter. Oh, that's not great. That's not what you wanted to see. A Laser in some trouble here. A Laser's got 9 persuasion. 10 if you include Bashar on the side. Laser's got to make a decision here. She's got to decide, if I just get a point for the Spiceman's Flow, is that good enough to win this game? Is 10 enough, or do I need more than 10? You look at Beast, you see he's got memo quarters that he's probably going to be able to activate. That's a point. He also didn't play any combat intrigue, so the chance of him having, like, an endgame is fairly good. If he's got plans within plans, you just toast. There's nothing you can do about that. And he is set up pretty nice. I mean, obviously he's got memo quarters, so it doesn't help. It kind of complicates it. Do you think 10 is enough? Beast has a bucket ton of size. Beast is probably also getting flagship. So, flagship gets into 8. He's going to have at least an endgame point here. So, just going to men tap for now and see. Finds the dagger. It's a hideous find. She's got to discard that and redraw. Fine Singing Ring. Okay, feels a little bit better. So, Beast is up. Beast feels like he probably has to go flagship immediately, right? Does the Beast go Dreadnoughting here? With, like, Sardaukar Legion? And go Dreadnought and get flagship? That would be savage. And I think that's what he's doing here. He's just going to pick up flagship anyways. I would have really been tempted to go Dreadnought. And then use the flagship itself. And just throw troops in and take 2 points here. And I think that would have been good enough here. So I think I would have liked to have seen Dreadnought. I think they would have been a little sharper. Pay the 3 for the Dreadnought. And then just throw in flagships. I think this is a little greedy. You got Secret Force in the back pocket, I guess. You've got training drones. And flagships you can throw. But if you're going to throw in flagships anyways, you might as well have just gotten a Dreadnought. I'm surely he's throwing in flagships here. So I think I would have liked to have seen that, but it's not a massive deal. Baron up. Baron again is in a horrible spot. He's 9 persuasion exactly. It's a really hideous spot here for the Baron. I think Baron's got to use Gunfopter to somewhere. Gunfopter secrets? Get rid of their troops? Gunfopter dispatching them with secrets looks pretty good to me. Draw an intrigue. Take out their troops. You've got to realize that the problem is Beast is just bearing down now with flagships, and that's very scary. And as such, we're going to see a response. So he's going to just throw troops in here, which means his Spice Must Flow dreams are pretty much over. So he's just holding on. But the problem is, Baron can only get 1 point here. That's the issue. He's never scoring 2. Bashar is open. Does she use Bashar? Guess she might as well. So she's going to keep drawing. Could go Eric Carfag, though. I think she's going to reveal for Spice of Slope. Finds Tactician. Wow. So troops in. Can you see what the play is going to be here from a laser? Gets the Spice. Highliner now threatened. Beast goes Arakeen. 2, 4, 7. So he's just gonna chuck stuff in here, surely. Training drones is going in. There's no point pulling it off. I mean, you know it's going in here. This has got last round written all over it. But whatever. Is a laser Kaz? Is she going Highliner? Problem is she needs more Solari. Otherwise, again, she's in the same problem. Oh, but hold on a second. So if Alaza Kaz goes Highliner and uses Bounty Hunter on Arakeen, or even better, here's a savage move. So Alaza Kaz goes Highliner, and then she's going to use the Warrior from Highliner to go to Research Station, and then she's going to use the slide from Research Station to get her 2nd point from Economic Supremacy, and she draws the Spice Must Flow. What a monster move. What a savage move this is going to be here. It's the move. And she sees it. And I think Green Flame is going to win this game. Unbelievable. But Beast is he's gonna do his damnedest. So here comes all the troops. So 1 + 2 plus training drones for 1 plus secret forces for 2. He's got to throw in flagship. It's not enough. You've no comet intrigues. He's got to throw flagship in. He's no choice. It's why he should have went Dreadnoughting. That extra 3 strength could have been really useful here. If he loses by 3 strength, Dreadnought was the move. Baron gets 3 swords for what it's worth. 6 to buy. Nothing to do with it. Alazari Kaz is going research station. But she's got to do the maths now. She's going to have 7 swords. It's only good for a tie. Research station is a complete gamble. How many swords? She's got to find Stilgar. But Beast, remember, Beast passed in the previous combat, so she knows. She must know that Beast does not have any combat intrigues. If you find Stilgar, you win. It's a coin flip. It's a coin flip. No! No! Yes! And there it is! And that is going to be the game on the final card of the draw. Find Stilgar. And the Beast, if he'd have taken Dreadnought, would have tied the combat and we would have gone to a 10th round. Oh, but he didn't do it. And Alazari Kaz, like Lazarus himself, is going to come back from disaster and book their spot in the next round. Absolute carnage and drama. And that is the game. Alazari Kaz wins it. Well, well, well.
Wow, that was a sweaty game. Well played, guys.
This-
It was just something that guaranteed I had access.
If this Magent was just here. Oh. I was screaming for it. Oh, man. That was a chaotic match.
Yeah.
It was great entertainment. And he didn't go... You went, Mr. I was like, I think this is going to be more... What a crazy... I mean, Fair Green, like, I wrote you off like 4 rounds in when you threw the double intrigues at Beast. He just ambush. I didn't think you would recover from that. I thought that was game. I don't know how
me
you
too.
came back. That was insane.
I was so desperate to win that combat.
Yeah, I mean, I know you were, but I was like, just retreat the troops in the next round. It was crazy. What a match! Like, I think that's out of the ones I've called, is by far the best 3-player game we've had so far. It's not even close. That was a crazy game. Alaze as well. Like, I gotta ask what influenced this call. Figured you could have a niche, or
I like playing Elisa and Memnon, partially because they're like sort of off meta picks, I guess, and also generating the Solarian Spice is pretty good if you could pull it off. And with 3 players, it was really easy to pull off.
Oh yeah, definitely. She definitely. I think she's better
really
than
good
3
at
players. Yeah, she's definitely better.
I didn't even need Bounty Hunter. I could just go wherever I liked.
Generally speaking,
as long as I didn't try to go shipping, which I just skipped out on.
Yeah.
And buying the using the ring to buy stuff, the card, was really good because I didn't need any access in my deck. I could just go there and forget about shipping.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But no,
well.
it was a heck of a match. I mean, you all played really well. I think everyone had like some tough calls to make. It wasn't a great final fight for the Baron, I guess. The problem was I think Baron as well. Like, I think you got a bit stuck a bit because obviously he had so much garrison, and I think he was starting to struggle to shift that. I feel.
Yeah.
You know, and especially with a laser, like you had I think it was Gurney, where you played him and decided not to put any troops in, which meant Alay was able to like get the win and retreat with negotiated, which was like so huge.
I think that was a good call though, because if we're all 3 of us joining the fight, Yellow just wins another combat next round, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like the position was there for you there, but yeah, I think Baron kind of got a bit awkward then trying to get the plotting off, which was
that was definitely rough.
But but no,
everyone was so strong on combat. Like, oh
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree there. But no, it was a great game. Congrats to Green. You make it obviously to the next round. It does obviously being to organizer. It sucks to see two of you go, especially in this sort of game. I think you all played really good on the whole. It was a great game. So I feel bad as I always do. But you make it through, man. And Arlani, Loomis, and producer Sean awaits. Loomis from your own group, I believe. Was he in your group? Loomis Draw?
Not in mine, I think.
It was in one of your groups, Draw.
He was in mine.
Oh, it was in yours.
Ah,
It was yours,
He was
yeah.
an H, yep.
Played. He won 3, second in the only game that he played.
Yep,
The
and smoked
winner,
it.
104. So that's gonna be tough. But no, you did well to get through, man. So well played.
Yeah, you guys all played as well. Definitely
Yeah,
feel lucky
no, I'll
that I
play
won.
everyone. Good luck with the rest.
GG's.
I don't want to say I told you so, but so doing some maths here after the game, I actually don't think Baron Beast could have won this. So I think I'm sure you will comment this in the comment section. So if Beast does go Dreadnought, yes, they win this combat, but of course they're down 1 spice. So they only had 5 going to the combat. They cash in for the 4 for the victory point. Both them and Alaza would tie at 11, and then Beast would actually be short 1 spice. 2 to Alaza, 1 for Beast. So Alaza would have won tiebreakers. Still, what an insane game this was. Like, super slow scoring start. We went a long way in this one. But a fantastic contest nonetheless. Everyone played their part. And yeah, I think one of the wilder matches we've had to cover in some time here. Great entertainment. Feel bad for Phil. Feel bad for Marjima. But Green Flame, heroic comeback victory with a laser ECAS. That's what we get to see every day. If you want to see more of this content, and why wouldn't you? You can follow the channel. I got a Ko-Fi link if you want to help me continue to cover this crazy game we have at our hands. What an insane finish. What an insane finish. Green Flame gets his way to the next round. If I was him, I would be pumped. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you in the next conflict.